So these are two people in the show Spies of Forever. These two people were
are there.
You know, they were there in that show.
They were there.
So we've got a lot of hero energy in the room right now.
Yeah.
So let's bring some villain energy. Some bad guys. So first up, we have one of the co-writers and the man who brought Dr. Baron von Nazi himself to life, Mr. Brian Rosenthal.
Hi. Hello. I just want to say I've been watching this stream, and you all are probably wondering what's happening off your stage left, and it's better than I could have even imagined. People keep on crossing and leaving, and it's incredible. We get to $50,000. Well move the camera slightly.
We'll pull that curtain back. We'll show you what's going on.
And then we have the deadliest man alive himself, a man who's got a birthday coming up. And so this is the there were fireworks for his birthday last night.
There were
in Los Angeles. It is the man, the myth, the legend himself, Joseph. Wow, brother,
he returned.
Great return. And you know, we are less than $900 away from watching a song live, and it is the Torture Tango. So now that we have it as voted on by all of you on Twitter, so we will watch that sequence. We will see what's happening in that show see if we
cringe
remember.
at ourselves 8 years ago.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like I just got here and you can't warm me up a little bit. I gotta watch myself.
I have kind of a threshold. I was just gonna say watching myself, just a threshold of after 6 or 7 years, I can watch it again and be okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I don't even remember this.
Yeah,
part
exactly.
Of
It's like a different person.
Joe,
Yeah.
how are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm pretty hungover.
Hell yeah!
We had everybody. I'm not just hungover just because it's Sunday. It's because I had a big birthday party yesterday.
Hell yeah!
There were illegal fireworks.
It was very fun.
Not set off by us.
That were
Not set off by
so
us.
loud they shook.
It ended the party. Everybody who had a dog. There were a lot of dogs there, and everyone who had a dog was like, "It's time to go." But none of the dogs barked or reacted.
No, they were totally fine.
Lauren was barking like a dog.
Yeah.
Every time a firework went off, she went like a dog.
That was happening.
You know how the light traveled faster than the sound.
Yeah.
And that's really exciting, and that's something you'll find in Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
And that's something that we didn't know before the nuclear bomb.
Yeah. Every time a firework went off, I was like, "Will it ignite the entire universe?" And we'll go up.
What's the goal?
And total?
Yeah, what's
200.
200. Okay.
$200.
Oh, well then you're fine.
So we're at 100.
Yeah.
Phoenix is trying to find someone to let me borrow their credit card so I can pledge the Kickstarter.
That's what pants are for.
What?
That's what pants are for.
I think there's.
Sorry, that's probably not supposed to say that.
Anyways, I'm just saying, if you're looking for credit cards, you
can rob somebody on
in all kinds of places.
All we're saying is that there are credit cards everywhere. Joe and I will share here.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
And then as we're getting started, Brian and Joe, what were your religious upbringings like?
Is this
This is a real
we already talked a lot about Christianity and Catholicism.
Yeah.
I had nothing to add.
My upbringing was. Oh man, I'm getting choked up just thinking about it.
Oh man, I want to vomit already.
Just Reform Judaism. So we went to temple on the high holidays, and we kind of did some of the other holidays. But I did Hebrew school for a while. But then by high school, I kind of was just I'm good, and then kind of carved out my own spiritual path.
Were you bar mitzvah?
In the church.
I was bar mitzvah.
And what was the theme of your bar mitzvah?
The theme of my bar mitzvah was Jewish comedians.
Was it really?
And each of the tables was you're the Jerry.
Gary Shandling.
Gary Shandling table. Come get your tacos.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And yes, we played Coke and Pepsi and fucking danced to Avril Lavigne, baby.
That's incredible.
I wish we
What a
had cool
dream.
things like bar mitzvahs.
Yeah, bar mitzvahs are hard though.
Did
well,
you do bar
if
mitzvah
you
too?
Yeah, so I also was
Yeah, you
raised
gotta
Reformed
fucking
Jewish.
study a lot.
Although, like right before my bar mitzvah, we realized that we had a woman rabbi, so we were like, yeah, it's Reform. And then she was like, we found out that she was like, considered herself like not technically Orthodox, but like conservative, whatever. It's like somewhere in between. And we're like, what the hell? Anyway, that's like
my synagogue was somehow affiliated with both conservative and Reform, and you go, that's not possible.
Can I ask a dumb question? What is reform?
Reform is just like easygoing,
more progressive
easy
kind of
going.
idea?
It's sort of, it's like
Lutheran versus Catholic.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
like a
Right.
different,
Different
like,
sect.
Conservative is more gray. Like some
They're
people
all,
are
like-
conservative synagogues, like do keep kosher. Sometimes there's a separation between the men and the women,
Well,
like praying, but like not
there's-
always.
But like there's
She
like
was a real
there's
hard ass,
Reform,
so that
there's
makes sense.
Reconstructionist, there's conservative, and then there's like Orthodox and ultra.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. There's
Wait,
And
Brian,
then
do you
there's-
have
but
something?
my dad is
I do.
Episcopalian, so also I celebrated Christmas, which thank fucking God. but yeah, I was bar mitzvah. I mean, I consider myself Jewish, even though I also
Jewish.
don't. Yeah, I mean, hard-ish.
Hard on the
Uh,
fish.
But my grandfather spoke Yiddish and all that, so it's like I'm Jewish.
Do you know any Yiddish phrases?
Fife Maren Tuchus.
Mhm.
Let's just kiss my
Yeah.
ass.
I like.
It's like mein Gott im Himmel. That's
It's more just like
German,
a
too.
single word, but like Spilkies is just a good word.
Spilkus?
Yeah.
Like Spilkus?
Listen, if we
It's like
had $50,000, Joe will perform the Georgia Tango in Yiddish.
Yeah.
Zagen.
It's like a
We're gonna what?
klezmer version. We're like,
Yeah.
Clark, you're gonna have to that was klezmer.
I do think during the concert it'll be fun. Like, what if when he orders the burger, we have waffle fries just rain down from the ceiling on everyone?
amazing.
Start
Or
coming
they're
up with
just
ideas
under
like
everyone's
that.
seat.
Yeah,
They can-
everyone
Yes.
has to
Yeah.
throw their waffle
Waffle
fries from Carl's Jr.
Right.
At the screen.
Yeah.
You know, that'll be part of it. You know,
That makes
that's
sense.
something we're thinking about.
But shout out to
I feel like
Clark
it's
for
just-
writing a banger.
Yeah.
Clark and Pierce.
Pierce.
Bravo.
Fucking-
Bravo, boys.
Talk Fine
So horny.
is real good.
Talk
So
fine.
good. Sorry, I interrupted you.
I was just saying that I'm also just realizing what I agreed to do, like this
Okay.
thing.
Wait,
I-
this or that? What we're gonna do?
like what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Like
You're gonna
yeah.
be great. It's
no, I
gonna be
know.
great.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I'll be great.
I know.
It's I was like, oh right, like this is hard. Like that was hard. This is
This is
complicated music.
Can I move the table just like?
Yeah, I moved this already for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Brian, you need a pillow for your butt?
No, I like the hardness.
Okay.
I just want to point out just Jasmine's comment. As someone said earlier, this is Jasmine's part of the production that's currently happening in Australia. And they're saying that the quick changes in SAF are not a joke. And for us too, like doing that show was so exhausting.
Yeah.
There's
We had
only
no
8 people in the cast,
And we had no stage crew. Everyone was doubling 1,000 roles.
every time we go through and try to list everyone who's in the show, we list everyone. They go, who are we forgetting? And we keep-
Exactly.
We're always
yes.
like, no, there must be more people, and the
Yes.
answer is no.
No.
It's little.
So we feel
It's
you,
fun.
but you're young. You got this.
We're young.
We were young.
We were young.
We were young once.
We're still young. We're so young.
We're very young.
When we
Yeah, we had no stage crew. It was a nightmare.
when
Isn't that weird that TVs don't have good cameras in them? It's like,
Yet.
yeah.
yeah, but what do you mean? Like, what are we waiting for? Like, we got this phone in front of, like, why don't TV? Like, they put everything in TVs. You'd think that they would start putting.
People still
look at
like
that.
put things over cameras.
that would
and
be
stuff.
you mean because that
They
would be
feel like
like
they're being watched.
When was the
Big
last time you
television.
used a TV and went, wow, the software on this TV is great?
I mean, it's a good point.
Very
It's a
true.
good point. It's like you have to. Okay, we can get into
Honestly,
that
I
conversation.
found
You're
this-
right. I've also always wanted to get to the point where people just like let that on, where you could just like sit down and like look into somebody else's living room. Like you need to,
Is anybody?
like you
can
need
do
to,
this,
you need to be planning that. Be like, turn on your
God.
living room portal cam.
Has anybody followed the Vision Pro thing? Because that's cool.
Oh,
I was going to say, you know what I've been waiting for is to take pictures and then live in them in 3D
Yeah.
space.
I'm going to tell a quick story. I'm going to tell it, even though we didn't earn
Like
it.
VR.
There's no scams.
I saw,
If we get to 440,000 and 500, if we get 61 more dollars, Joe will tell the story.
I don't want to
Sorry,
wait that
no.
long.
Okay, tell the story.
Anyway, I sold my old VR the PlayStation headset.
Oh, you did?
Well, because I got a new older one.
Nice.
Okay.
Anyway,
To a point.
And I sold it to a guy, and he was like talking about how he was making a racing rig.
Okay.
Because there's like a pretty serious subculture of VR gaming that's just racing.
Okay.
And then later I checked and I was like, just want to make sure that it's all working properly. And he was like, yeah, man, Pornhub's never going to be the same. And I was like, cool. Like,
Okay.
all right, guys.
Great.
All right, never talk to you again.
And don't forget to tell all the rich gays.
Rich gays. Love rich gays.
So we're done.
Okay.
Love rich
We're all
gays.
just retreating into ourselves for a moment to
We're
find
just
some energy.
thinking-
I was
We're thinking about
just thinking, I was like,
I was like,
yeah.
what would it be like to be gay and rich?
I feel like
Yeah.
You can't have.
You
be
can't have
one or the other.
both. You gotta pick one or the other.
So
Unfortunately, I chose the non-rich one. So.
When's the last time anyone had a miracle happen to them?
When's the last time you were gay?
Oh.
Or rich?
What defines it? Is it a thought? Is it a feeling?
It could
Is
be a thought.
acted
Gay
on?
thoughts. Gay thoughts, Kurt.
Rich
Gay
thoughts. Abundance.
Abundance. You can't catch me, gay thoughts.
Do you guys believe in manifestation?
Do you believe in being gay?
Yes. I tell you, objectively, yes.
Sorry.
I do believe.
Tessa's looking for a gotcha moment.
Am I walking into a trap?
Yes.
Oh,
You're trying to set someone up. Like, why don't you believe that gay people exist? Wow,
Those are
look at
cool.
the corners,
Love them.
or the edges.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I'm alone. I'm alone.
I
I
have-
need these.
I have these.
I'm gonna show the
labyrinthos, so I
edges
have-
to the
I can
camera.
tell you
What does
so
it
everybody
mean?
can see.
I'll tell you what it means if anyone wants to draw anything.
So I don't know.
Well, you
know
have to.
You have to have like go in with like an
Wait,
intention or a question.
Did you just pick that, Kurt? You need to like.
No,
think
no,
about
I drew it
That's
from
not
the
how
deck.
that works.
All right, what is it? What is it?
King of Swords.
King of Swords. All right, let's look.
Ooh.
And this one's
Show
showing
it to
like
the camera.
It's going to define how the rest of my year goes.
Okay.
This one is-
Suit of
this is
Swords.
This sort
Okay,
of like
king, let's
reflective
find.
black
Ace of
rainbow thing was
Swords.
how we wanted to rebrand Star.
Was it
Killer,
upright?
like, back in
Yes.
Upright?
2010.
Okay.
So that worked 12.
So-
I got dibs
Oh,
on
we're gonna just do it just how we feel.
Yes.
We're gonna make up our own.
Yeah, let's do it from the shiny
This is
deck.
improv, not witchcraft.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh God.
I mean, when improv's good, it's almost like magic.
Yeah, it doesn't exist.
Wait, has rapper face? Oh, these are sticky.
Someone's not gay.
Use an Old Spice like hair putty.
Ooh, hair putty.
Hot.
Wow.
That's hot. Okay, Rose.
So we take zero credit for this at all, but I just want to say that's cool. So
Whoa, that's awesome.
Mo.
That's cool, Mo.
Hell yeah.
happy to have been a small part, even though again, this has
That was
nothing to
you.
do with us. You did all of this, but happy to be the reason you came here.
I know that Joe's character is like, what are you talking about, you weirdo? But then
The bartender.
Yeah, and the amount
Yeah.
of character development that went into the bartender was enormous.
Something
Truly, I'm
I-
not being sarcastic.
I suggest.
Wow, what does Kurt win?
What do I win?
sir?
Enlightenment, of course.
Ten
Ah,
Enlightenment.
yeah.
I have a genuine question, which is: for Spy Another Day, would it be fun if? Would you guys have fun singing other people's songs? Like, should we do that? We're still like brainstorming what it is.
What do you mean?
You want to sing? Like,
You just don't want to sing the Nazi song.
Should we?
Oh.
Does anyone want to sing my song? I did have an agent during the time of Spies who went, "That's funnier than I thought it was going to be." And I went, "Thanks so much."
Or like,
Wow.
yeah, we had a friend that was like, "Oh, so this is like a real show."
Yeah, that I
Wow.
get that a lot when agents come to things. They're like, "Oh,
Mm,
that was just you and your friends doing a little thing," and you're like, "Well, it is," but
I hate agents.
Wait.
I think
Yep.
oh, sorry.
Tessa famously only has a lawyer.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
That's all you need.
all you need, honestly.
Do cover. Do cover. Hey now, you're an all-star. Come on, go.
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
That was really sloppy. How many of them
Who's them?
Who's them?
Who's them?
Listen, I think
How
all of
many of
them.
them?
I think all of them.
All of us.
Oh, do you mean the Solid Squad?
I think maybe
Or
Is
the
them?
cast of Spies.
Yeah.
All of us.
TCB.
Yeah, sure.
2/3 of TCB, one.
This,
Maybe this is just like
Four
for
sons.
everyone.
Yeah.
Like, what is the Jewish population?
and the answer is like very
How
small.
many of them?
Very, very small.
Yeah.
But in
How many
Spies,
of
it's
that?
me, Brian, Joe, Lauren, and Esther.
And I'd also just like to be the first to say thank you so much to those who've already played.
Yay! Incredible.
Brian's the first to say.
I don't think
No one
anyone else
said
has
it
said
yet.
that.
I don't remember what
And what
Tati
does
orders.
Tatiana want?
Oh,
A martini, bone dry.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
yeah, it was something
Brian,
very
this
like.
is for you wrote the show. All right. Okay. So yes,
You're
it's
right.
a vodka
No.
martini bone dry, a glass of cream, and a Budweiser.
See y'all?
Guys,
Maybe
it's
it
the
was.
story of
We all saw
Prometheus.
Yeah,
Fucking
it's
wise up.
Oppenheimer.
This is an
It's Oppenheimer.
ancient
I think,
story.
Yeah, I think it did line up. I think it was on purpose.
Okay. Here's another.
Everything's connected.
That's right.
Curse
It's a big
Bill
story of
at the
Prometheus.
casino was.
I feel like I can feel my brain turning smooth.
Right.
Like all of my memories.
All the grooves.
all the grooves.
All the grooves
Yeah.
just popping out.
Right.
Exactly.
Just reset. This was the last LeakyCon Stark had attended. It was the one where we wore
Yeah.
American flag shirts.
Oh
I
my
remember
god, it
that.
was
And
so
during the
wacky.
performance, and we sang the Talking Heads.
I
Which
remember that.
fucking
Which
bombed. We bombed,
It was
man.
And nobody messed
It
up.
was perfect.
And no one messed up the song at all.
I think it was the best one.
Nobody came in early. Can't think of two more like
Two wrongs.
disparate,
Can make it right.
two more disparate experiences than like thinking your son is kidnapped in a van in Mexico and us eating lunch at LeakyCon being like senior year, senior year. You know who my
that's
favorite
right.
character is, who I could play if we did it again, is the
Who?
guy who sits on the bench at the end.
Oh,
I
the
love
bird
that guy.
feeding the birds.
Yeah.
And he's so mad that he has to
Yeah.
get up.
It's a bag.
Guys, this is the most fun I've ever had.
Yeah, let me.
Yeah,
let me
this is-
More fun than the show.
Look how wet you are.
Feeling
Wet in
nasty.
anticipation.
Just dripping.
It's dripping for each other.
For each other.
For each other.
Blessed.
B.
10.
Lightened.
Person.
Who?
Backs.
Us. Today.
In.
This.
Holy.
Kickstarter.
May.
God. Or.
Satan. Give.
All.
The.
Backers.
A. Tasty.
Morsel.
This.
Morsel.
Shall.
Be.
The. First.
Ever.
Taste.
Of.
Salvation.
That.
Tinlightened. Have.
Ever.
Experienced.
Amen.
Oh, man.
Flavor!
Tasty morsel.
Amen.
Hope you have a tasty
Amen.
morsel this
Ah.
week.
Fuck it up. We need another take. The whole goddamn thing.
Give me another.
I need to say fucking anything, and I said amen.
TCB with you.
TCB
And
and
also
Also
you.
you.
Perfect.
Yay.
A them, everyone. A them.
A them.
A them,
A
slay
them.
them.
Slay them.
And we love you.
If you had fun, have your friends join next week or on Thursday for our next live stream. We'll be doing this like 8 more times for the end of the campaign because it's fun.
And we got a long way to go till salvation still. We made
Yeah,
We've got
much
a real
progress,
long way to go.
but the promised land is still at $200,000.
Slay them.
We still hit 1 week on Tuesday of the campaign, so if we can get us to 50 by 1 week and get that quarter, this is the whole campaign's
easy.
probably 4
If
weeks.
we can get
So
us,
if we can really separate by like 25 or 45K a week, that would be great. We'd love that.
Slay them.
thank you.